Hey guys, Aramis555 here, coming to you with the deck profile today. I tried to film this yesterday, but I had some technical issues. Anyways, filming it now. This is my Cyber Valley plant deck, or as I like to call it, Plant Valley, or Valley Plants, whatever you want to call it. I love this deck. It's a lot of fun. It's really, really consistent. It's got a lot of draw power because of the Cyber Valleys, and yeah, I recommend this to anyone who wants to play like a very budget plant build and still be, very competitive. I was going to run Tengu plants originally, but I just decided that this would be a lot funner. So, yeah, and I'm having a lot of fun. It's 42 cards right now. I'd like to get it down. I'm running 20 monsters and then 22 spells and traps. I'd like to get that down to maybe 21-21 ratio, so maybe cut out a trap or a spell and add in like another monster. I just can't really decide what to cut and what to put in, so it's kind of a tough choice. I was actually thinking about maybe running in a Zephyros just to bounce the calls back, but then I have to kind of decide, what I'm going to cut out, and I like everything in here so much that it's going to be really, really tough. I just have hands sometimes where I draw too many spells or traps and then no monsters, and it's frustrating. Anyways, without further ado, I'm just going to go through the deck, and I'll tell you guys why I'm running what, and yeah. So we got 1 Blackluster Soldier, 3 Cyber Valleys, the heart of the deck, 2 Thunder King Rai-Oh, 2 Card Trooper, 2 Debris Dragon, and then Spore, Dandylion, and Lonefire, the plant engine, 2 Effect Veiler, 2 Tour Guide, 1 Sangan, and Night Assailant. I'll talk about Night Assailant shortly, and Gorz. Spells, we got 2 Enemy Controller, 2 MST and Heavy Storm, 1 Machine Dupe, kind of a little mini machine engine there, 1 Pot of Avarice, Mind Control, Scapegoat, 1-for-1, Foolish Burial, Book of Moon, Monster Reborn, and Dark Hole. 2 Call the Haunteds, 2 Bottomless Trapples, 2 Solemn Warnings, and a Solemn Judgment, and then we got 1 Torrential Tribute. So yeah, 42 card deck. I believe it's 20 monsters, 14 spells, and 8 traps. Yeah, I'll show you the extra deck afterwards, but I'll just kind of go through the monsters and why I'm running what. So yeah, basically, BLS you got to run. You're running lights and darks. People would think, oh, you don't, you have a hard time getting them out because you have the Cyber Valleys banish and stuff, but I have 2 Thunder King Rai-Ohs, 2 Veilers, and then I've got 5 Darks. So it actually works out well. BLS can be dead sometimes. Excuse me. Dead sometimes, but it's not very often. So, yeah, Cyber Valley. It's one of the best cards in the deck, if not the best card. It's where all your combos lie, and you can just get so many pluses. It's funny because whenever I play people with this deck online, the one thing they always say is, wow. Every single time somebody says, wow, and I get, like, Cyber Valley's effect off of, like, banishing itself and some tokens, and then like leviaring it back and doing it again, and then next turn summoning another one and then doing it again. They're just like, holy crap. And you just thin through your deck so fast. You draw into all your combo pieces, like all your combo spells, and get into your Debris Dragons faster and get to your Tour Guide faster and all that good stuff. So it's really, really, really busted. I'll show you guys some of the cool combos with it in another video, probably later on today, but yeah, fantastic card. Like I said, I recommend trying it out if you haven't tried it. This is probably one of my favorite plant builds I've played in a very long time, and I look forward to testing it more and more. So, also, if anyone watching this has a Ultra or Cyber Valley they're willing to trade, I need 1 more. I've got 2 Ultras. I only got 1 at the moment. Got another one coming in the mail, but yeah, I'd like to get a set of those. That'd be really cool. 2 Thunder King. I don't like 3. Before I go on any farther, I just want to say this is not an original idea. Joe Girolando posted up a deck very similar to this on his Facebook page, I think, or something. Anyways, and just said this is one of the rogue decks of the format that nobody's going to play, but everyone should try out. I really don't think anyone will try this out. But his build originally was running 3 Thunder King and 1 Veiler. I didn't like that ratio at all. I mean, yeah, you want to open up a Thunder King, but then if you're drawing them late game when they got something big on the field, it's a horrible top deck. So I just think 2 is a perfect number. And I decided the 3rd Veiler in there was a good call just because Veiler is really good still. And, another quick light in the graveyard for BLS. Plus, it's also level 1 tuner, so it works well with 1-for-1 and then the Scapegoat tokens and stuff. So I just kind of figured it was a better call. We've got 2 Card Trooper. Card Trooper mills, unfortunately, so a lot of times I see myself milling spells and traps, which is annoying. That's kind of when I want to change the ratio up. But it's still so good. It kills, crashes with Thunder King and heroes. It's a target for Debris Dragon, which is amazing. And obviously it's a floater, and it's another machine dupe target, which is really good too. I've done that a few times and won games off it. You go troop dupe, mill 6. Sometimes you mill crap, but then you attack for 38, and then they have to like Dark Hole or Torrential or something, or or you set your torrential and they, excuse me, they summon and you get some mega pluses off of it. So, or you just protect the troopers with like, Bottomless. And then if you have your calls, that makes those live, and you just start getting crazy pluses. It's just tons of draw power. 2 Debris Dragon, you have to run 2 now. I'm so glad Konami put this to 2. This is probably one of my favorite things on the ban list. I was saying to a lot of people, I'm like, you watch Debris Dragon's going to go back to 2, or Lonefire's going to go to 2 or something. It's something's got to come back. I didn't think it was going to be Lonefire, but the fact that Debris went back to 2 made me really, really happy. I love Debris Dragon, and it made plants a lot more viable, so... Plant Engine, not going to say anything about that. One quick thing I will say, though, is with Spore, a lot of people were like, why did Konami not just put it back to 3? If Spore was at 2 or 3, I would run 2. I wouldn't run 3, I would run 2, just so you have another target, because if you draw them, sometimes it's a pain in the butt. I don't know why, but on Dueling Network, I like to draw these 2 together for some stupid reason. It drives me nuts. 2 Veiler, I already talked about that. Tour Guide, you have to run 2 in here just because of the Leviair plays. Now, the reason I decided to run the Night Assailant was, it makes a lot of sense. You might be looking at it and going, oh, that's so bad, Tour Guide Sangan, 2 Tour Guide and Sangan is the best ratio. This is true, but in this sense, I think the Night Assailant works fantastically in the deck. It's not a bad card to set, like, it's okay by itself, you just set it, attack into it, it pops a monster. That's fine. Some of the cool combos with this, obviously, sorry for the glare, is if you 1-for-1 it, it gets its effect, and you can add itself back to your hand. That's really, really busted by itself. But the main reason is it also has 200 attack. So I can actually grab it with Debris Dragon after it's been sent to the graveyard with Tour Guide, and it gives me another Black Rose play. So really, really, really good card. I absolutely love it. And I can't see myself not running it now. I've been testing it. I was originally running the Zephyros over him, but I just decided this was way too good, and I just can't go back now. Another thing as well, like I said, is it just gives me another target with Tour Guide. If I open up 2 Tour Guides, it's really good because I go Tour Guide Sangan. Let those float. The Sangan's going to die. Grab me like a Cyber Valley, and then I can start doing my Cyber Valley combos. And then after that, the other Tour Guide can grab me the Night Assailant, and I can just kind of go go to town from there. Sometimes though, I'll just go Tour Guide, Night Assailant, detach the Night Assailant, make Leviathan Dragon just as a good first turn play. And then, like I said, my Debris Dragon's live from there, so it's really, really, really good. Yeah, and then 1 Gorz just to stop OTKs. It does kind of conflict with the calls, though. I was actually really thinking about dropping Call the Haunted down to 1 and then putting that extra monster, and I'm thinking this might be the best thing to cut. But it's a tough choice. It's really hard deciding what to chop out of here, because the deck's really tight on space. I was even thinking of maybe just cutting it down, putting the deck down to 41 cards, but yeah, I haven't decided as of yet. Sorry for the glare. Yeah, so we got 2 enemy controllers. This card's amazing. You enemy controller your Scapegoat tokens, your Dandy tokens, and you jack their monster, and then you use Cyber Valley's effect with it. Same thing with Mind Control. Mind Control is one of the best cards in the deck, surprisingly. You just go Cyber Valley, Mind Control, a huge monster like Stardust Dragon or whatever, something big they've got out, and then you just boom, banish them both, and then you draw 2 cards. It's a +1 in the sense that it's a float. It's your 2 cards for 2 cards, but then you're also banishing his card. So it's really, really busted, and yeah, this card can help you OTK and stuff too with the right hands, which is pretty crazy. Yeah, 2 MST Storm, nothing to say there. So the Machine Dupe, like I said, it's a mini machine engine. It's really good at the one. It's funny because I usually draw this and a Cyber Valley, and I'm like, yes, I'm in a fantastic spot. So you go Machine Dupe, the Cyber Valley. You're going to banish 2 of them, draw 2 cards. So that's instantly a +2, and then you're still stuck with the 1 Cyber Valley. So it's really, really, really good, because then they're just going to, attack the Cyber Valley. There's other cool combos too, though, because if you open up a Cyber Valley, Machine Dupe, and a Mind Control or something, you've probably won. Also, if you open up with like Foolish Burial, so you can get the Dandy, or there's tons of crazy combos. But yeah, Machine Dupe just gives me another little mini machine engine, lets me swarm the field, do some crazier plays, and I like it a lot at 1. Not going to say anything a lot about the one-ofs, just that Mind Control, Scapegoat, 1-for-1 are all MVPs in here. Foolish Burial, obviously, as well. Typical plant cards, but 1-for-1 can obviously grab Cyber Valley as well, which is amazing. So you go Dandylion, 1-for-1, Cyber Valley, banish token and Cyber Valley, draw 2 cards, maybe draw into Debris Dragon, and then you just kind of go from there. Really, really good. And then, of course, Foolish Burial is just for dumping the Dandy tokens, which once again is really good for Cyber Valley, more draw power. So the reason I'm running 2 calls in here is just for the fact that, once again, I'm running the 2 Troopers, the Sangan, and the Dandylion. Sorry, excuse me, guys. Yeah, and then I've actually won games just going like Call a Haunted, bring Thunder King back, and they activate Duality, and you just like they use all these cards to get rid of your Thunder King, and you're just like, no, bro, and you bring it back. It's actually quite funny. Bottomless just for extra protection, good versus Chaos Dragons, good versus Heroes, yada yada yada. 2 Solemn Warning, Solemn Judgment, gotta run them staples, and the 1 Torrential I don't like 2, just because some games I can get Stardust out in this deck so quickly now because Debris Dragon's at 2. But Torrential just, works well with the Dandylion and the Card Troopers and the Sangan and just kind of gives you some synergy. So, yeah, that's the main deck's 42 cards. Excuse me. Really sorry, guys. I'm just going to move these out of the way and quickly show you the extra deck. So starting off, we have Shooting Star Dragon. I'm not running Mistworm in here. Yeah, you can do the the level 9 Synchro play with, like, Dandylion, Lonefire and Reborn, or Lonefire Call the Haunted. But I'd rather go for the Shooting Star play. I think it's a lot better. You get a draw. You get, draw, Formula, Synchron, and then you're left with the Formula and Stardust. And then if they try to do something to the Stardust Dragon, you just chain Formula's effect and make Shooting Star. Shooting Star is just a lot better, I think. Yeah, he dies to a lot of the big meta cards right now, like Compulse and Deprison and stuff. But you just gotta play it smart. He's huge, though. I just like having that big attack advantage. 3,300 attacks, massive, really good versus Chaos Dragons as well. This guy's amazing. So yeah, I opted for him over the Mistworm. I don't really like Mistworm. I mean, I love Mistworm, but not in this deck. 1 Stardust, kind of gotta run it. 1 Scrat, another Dragon. 2 Black Rose, just pretend there's a second one in here. I got the other one coming in the mail, so expect that soon. But yeah, 2 Black Rose. I wasn't running this guy originally, but decided to put him in just because I needed a rank 6, and I think Iron Shame is the best option just because if I need to, I can go into Debris with 2 tokens as well, which is really, really good. So, 1 Catastor, gets around stuff. The 1 Hyper Librarian, you can still do some crazy Hyper Librarian plays. Armory Arm, obviously you have to run it. And then we've got the 1 Formula, that's a staple as well. And then I'm only running 1 rank 4 XYZ just because I'm really not running a lot of rank 4s. The 2 Thunder Kings, I think that's it. Oh yeah, and 2 Debris. I've had a few times where I've gone to this guy and it was a good, really, really good play. But it's also, I can do enemy controller stuff too. So, yeah, 1 Maestroke's really good. Leviathan, I don't like Acid Golem because you're always special summoning in here. MVP of the deck, Leviair. You just bring back your Cyber Valleys or whatever, and then you just keep going off, do some crazy plays. And then last card, obviously, is Maestroke. So, yeah, that's the extra deck. It's 15 cards, obviously. But, yeah, anyways, that's the deck, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about the deck or the build, or if you have any advice as well of what you guys think I should cut out and maybe what monster I should put in, let me know. That'd be awesome as well. Other than that, you guys have a fantastic day. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully I'll talk to you soon. Peace!